The engine is starting up.
Hello, and welcome to the Global Email Marketing Summit 2025. My name is Daniel Townsend, and I'm an AI growth architect at Copilot Innovations. I'm thrilled to be here today to talk about one of the most powerful shifts happening in digital marketing. We're going to be moving from the inbox to the pocket, right? And talking a little bit about how AI and SMS can tag team and really supercharge your marketing and be a complement to email. We're going to explore how to cut through the noise and create truly meaningful connections with customers. So, a little bit about me. I am not only a partner at Copilot Innovations, I'm not only the growth architect, but some of my more meaningful roles is I'm a husband, dad, lifelong tech tinkerer. My entire career has really been spent at the intersection of marketing, technology, and innovation. And my real passion is helping people use AI in practical, everyday ways, making technology feel more human and approachable. And today, I'm excited to share some real-world lessons I've learned with working with AI and automation. Now, I do have a quick question for all of you watching. Go ahead and raise your hand, even if you're just sitting at your desk, if your email inbox feels a little overwhelming. All right? I thought so, and you're not alone. That universal feeling of email fatigue is exactly why we're here today. So let's talk a little bit about the state of the inbox. The problem isn't that email is dead. It's that the inbox is incredibly crowded. Consider these numbers. The average office worker receives over 120 emails every single day. Out of all those messages, the average open rate across all industries is just 21%. That is about 1 in 5 emails. And the most staggering stat, users spend only about 3 seconds deciding whether to open your email or delete it forever. So here's the takeaway. Email is still the foundation of our marketing. But to truly cut through the noise and build relationships in 2025 and beyond, we absolutely have to meet our customers where they already are, in their pocket. So, what we'll cover today, let's look at our roadmap here. First, we're going to explore the perfect partnership between email and SMS and why SMS is a companion, not a replacement. Next, I'll share the synergy strategy. 3 proven ways to pair these channels effectively. Then we'll dive into the AI transformation and see how AI turns simple tactics into genuine conversations. After that, we'll have a live demo where you can experience an AI-powered SMS conversation for yourself. And finally, we'll wrap up with your action plan, giving you concrete steps to get started. All right, so let's look at SMS by the numbers. While email open rates hover around 21%, SMS messages have a staggering 98% open rate. That's nearly universal visibility. Even more impressive is the speed. 90% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of being received. This means immediate engagement. And this speed and visibility translate directly to results. For urgent offers, SMS sees 4 to 6 times higher conversion rates compared to email. The key insight here is simple. SMS isn't for your weekly newsletter. It's for immediate, high-impact communication that demands attention. So now let's look at kind of the synergy strategy here. Knowing when to use what. Email strengths lie in rich content and storytelling. It's perfect for long-form education, weekly newsletters, official documentation, detailed product showcases. SMS, on the other hand, excels at urgency and immediacy. Think flash sales, transactional alerts like shipping notifications, appointment reminders, quick feedback requests. The real magic happens, though, in the sweet spot. This is where you use SMS to drive action on your email content. For example, a text that says, "Did you see our email about the 50% off sale? It ends in 3 hours. Click here to shop." That's the perfect partnership. So, now, they're a powerful duo together. Sometimes a message is so important, it needs the unskippable attention that only SMS can provide. This is when to let SMS shine on its own. First, for urgent alerts and security notifications, things like fraud detection or system outages. Second, for transactional updates like shipping notifications or one-time passcodes where speed and certainty are critical. Third, for flash sales, exclusive offers, short window promotions that create a sense of urgency. And finally, for appointment and service reminders, which can dramatically reduce no-shows. So let's look at a real-world example of this in action. Imagine it's Black Friday. You're running a 4-hour flash sale. With the email approach, you send an announcement at 9 a.m., but with an average open time of 6 hours, many customers will see it too late and miss the window entirely. Now, contrast that with the SMS approach. You send a text at 9 a.m. that says, "Flash sale, 50% off, everything ends at 1 p.m." Since 90% of texts are read within 3 minutes, you're creating immediate urgency. And the results speak for themselves. In this scenario, SMS drove a 3 times higher conversion rate than email. 40% of all sales came in the very first hour from the SMS blast. The key insight is clear. When time is the enemy, SMS is your best friend. So before we go any further, I want to talk about the foundation of successful SMS marketing, and that's building trust. This starts with compliance. It's crucial that you always obtain explicit, documented permission before sending anyone an SMS message, and provide a clear and easy way to opt out. I like to call it the golden rule of SMS. This is not about spamming. It's about providing genuine value to customers who have actively asked you to communicate with them. Always remember that trust is your most valuable asset. Let's protect it. All right, so we have email and we have SMS. Now let's add a third transformative ingredient, artificial intelligence. First, AI brings natural language understanding. This means the AI can understand what a customer is asking, even with typos and slang and complex questions. No more frustrating, rigid keyword matching. Second, real-time personalization. AI can instantly pull from a customer's purchase history and preferences to tailor every single response. And third, sentiment analysis. The AI can actually detect if a customer is happy, frustrated, or just curious, and adjust its tone and strategy accordingly. So the key message here, AI allows us to scale personal, human-like conversations without losing authenticity. So this creates a dramatic shift from the old way of automation to the new way. The old way was robotic in one way. It relied on simple keyword triggers like text help for help, and it had limited response options. The new AI-powered automation is different. It's built for conversational, two-way dialogue. It understands intent, not just keywords, and can generate dynamic responses, creating a truly human-like conversation flow. This shift from rigid flowcharts to dynamic, intelligent conversations changes everything. All right. And automation is the engine that kind of makes this all possible at scale. It allows you to use event-based triggers, automatically starting campaigns when a customer makes a purchase or abandons a cart, for example. You can design seamless, multi-step workflows for onboarding or promotions. Automation can also deliver dynamic prompts based on behavior, like visiting a specific web page, and it ensures optimal timing and scheduling for global audiences. This is how you deliver timely and relevant communication to every customer, every time. A real-world success story. Let's look at Marley Lilly. Real company here. Marley Lilly is, many of you guys probably heard of it. It's a woman-owned retailer. They used AI to transform their SMS strategy, and the results were pretty remarkable. They achieved a 220 times ROI on their SMS welcome journey alone, and a 27 times ROI across their entire SMS channel. So by using tools like Send Timing AI, which optimizes delivery for every individual, they saw about a 97% lift in revenue and a 23% increase in conversions. Their senior marketer, Morgan Wagner, was quoted as saying that the Send Time AI consistently outperforms general send times, making it a game changer for their engagement and conversion rates. I want to give you a simple framework for thinking about this. I call it the 3 R's of smart messaging: reach, relevance, and responsiveness. All right. So first is reach. This is about connecting with the right audience on the optimal channel. AI helps by predicting who is more likely to respond to SMS versus email and adjusting the channel mix automatically. Sometimes I like to say auto-magically. All right. The second is relevance, delivering messages that are personal and timely. A great example is a cart abandonment email followed by an AI-timed SMS reminder only if the email remains unopened. And third is responsiveness. This is about the brand's ability to reply swiftly. AI powers natural conversational SMS that can handle common questions instantly 24/7. Now, instead of just theory, let's look at a few powerful ideas of how this works in the real world. So our first idea is kind of like what I call a smart recovery journey. All right, so let's meet our customer, Sarah. All right, she's on a website shopping for a personalized gift on Marley Lilly for her sister. All right, she customizes a beautiful monogrammed tote bag. She adds it to her cart, but then life happens. Uber Eats, knocks at the door, her dog barks, she gets distracted and she abandons it. This is a story every e-commerce brand knows very well. So let's see how smart automation can win her back. All right, so the journey begins not with a text message, but with our workhorse, which is email. All right, so 60 minutes after Sarah abandons her cart, the system sends a standard detailed email. But here's the critical part. The automation is now listening. It's waiting to see if Sarah opens or clicks that email. And as our scene unfolds here, an hour passes and the email remains unopened. So because the email was ignored, the system knows it's time to switch channels and triggers an SMS. Now, look at this message. It isn't a generic blast. It's personal, using her name and referencing the exact product she was looking at. And most importantly, it ends with an open-ended question, inviting a real conversation. Sarah sees the text and replies with her genuine objection. Hey, I like the product, but I was on the fence. The shipping cost seemed a bit high. An old-fashioned keyword-based bot, that would fail here. But the new way is different. The AI uses natural language understanding to comprehend her intent. It knows shipping cost is the barrier. So it responds immediately with a solution. It suggests a code for free shipping. And a link back to her cart adds a little bit of a touch of urgency. The personalized offer worked. Sarah clicks the link, applies the code, and completes her purchase. But the journey isn't over. The moment the purchase is confirmed, the system sends one final crucial message. This immediate confirmation reduces buyer's remorse and builds trust by setting clear expectations for what happens next. The loop is closed. So let's recap. We started with email as a respectful first touch point. We intelligently switched to SMS when the email didn't engage. The AI powered a two-way conversation that solved a real problem. And finally, we built trust with a closed loop confirmation. This is the power of an integrated, intelligent strategy. Let's look at maybe a couple more real world ideas, all right? So that was e-commerce, but this really applies everywhere. So second idea would be transforming event engagement. So let's say a customer, John, registers for a virtual summit. On the day of the event, he gets an SMS reminder. But instead of replying yes, he writes, I can't find the agenda. The AI doesn't get confused. It understands his need and instantly replies with a link to the agenda and proactively asks if he'd like a reminder 15 minutes before the start. It turns a potential no-show into an engaged attendee. We'll look at one more idea. Let's turn transactional messages into revenue opportunities. So in this case, a customer, Alex, books a flight. The initial confirmation text also asks if he wants to add seat selection. He replies, yes. The AI then handles the entire transaction right there in the text conversation, confirming his choice and his payment. It can even follow up later with another relevant upsell like priority boarding. But the entire process is seamless, it's conversational, and it drives additional revenue. So, all right, now that you've seen some powerful ideas and examples, it's your turn to experience this firsthand, all right? I want to give you guys access to sort of an interactive demo, all right? So I'm going to take a moment here, pull out your phone, open your camera, scan the QR code on the screen. It'll populate a pre-filled text message. And I want you to see how a real-time conversation with AI can feel and can look. And as a thank you for participating, the AI will give you access to a playbook we've created with 10 game-changing ways to use SMS and AI in your business. We'll also send you a list of the tools that we use to make it happen. So go ahead, scan the code, and let's see how well it performs. And I'll pause here for a second before I move to the next slide. Give everybody a chance to scan. All right. For those that will experience that, I trust that you will enjoy the interaction. Please definitely share your feedback with me as well. So now, how do you build this for your own business? Here's your launchpad. It starts with strategy, define your goals, and map your key customer journeys. Next, build your foundation. Prioritize compliance with robust opt-in methods and select a platform that can integrate SMS, email, and a powerful AI layer. Finally, execute. Design your automated workflows, continuously test and optimize your campaigns, and scale your efforts. All right, I know that was a lot, so let's boil it down to a simple action plan that you can start today. Choose your platform. All right, ideally look for integrative tools that combine both email and SMS, as well as AI and automation. And if you want to know what we use, I'm happy to share that. Just send me a direct message or a text. 2, start with one campaign. Don't try to do everything at once. Begin with your highest impact use case, which for many businesses is abandoned cart recovery. And 3, measure, learn, and iterate. Track the conversion uplift you get from adding SMS to your email flows and optimize based on that real world data. To recap kind of our takeaways, email is the workhorse. SMS is the sprinter. Use them in partnership to match the message to the moment. And remember, AI is what unlocks scalable personal conversations. My final message to you is stop fighting for attention in a crowded inbox. Start a conversation in their pocket. Thank you so much for your time today. And please feel free to connect with me. I'll respond to anybody who sends me a message. Thank you.